Hi everyone, in this video I'll introduce you to one of the Woodruff Health Sciences Center Library's databases called Ovid MEDLINE. Ovid MEDLINE provides access to the same citations and data that you can find on PubMed. Ovid and PubMed are like two different doors into the same room. Ovid MEDLINE offers flexibility and precision in advanced searching, and it can be really useful to check out this database if you're having a difficult time finding what you need through PubMed. Today, I'll go over how to access this database and what the interface looks like, how to search, and how to access articles in our library catalog from Ovid Medline. Like all database access at Emory, the best place to start is the library's website. Above the search bar, click on Health Databases, then type in Ovid Medline and click Search. The first option in the search results is what you want, Ovid Medline All. Once you click that link, you may be prompted to log in with your Emory NetID and password. Unlike PubMed, which is freely available for anyone to use, Ovid Medline is a licensed database that you can only access because of Emory's subscription. This is the search page in Ovid Medline. The default when you arrive is Advanced Search, and that's what we'll be looking at today. As you try different search strategies, what you enter into the search bar will display in the search history above, and at any time you can rerun that search and view the results by clicking on Display Results. Below the search bar are the results. You can click on the title of any article to view the full record, including the abstract if one is available. You also have the option to find similar articles by clicking on Find Similar, or to find articles that have cited this one by clicking on Find Citing Articles. To the left of the search results, you can see a few filters that are available, but I don't find these to be as helpful in Ovid Medline as they are in PubMed, so I usually don't use them. Ovid Medline is really great for advanced searching, but it's not as good as PubMed for exploratory searching where you can follow the breadcrumbs from one article to the next. It's best to already have your search strategy in mind when you come to Ovid Medline to search. From the search entry on this page, you can search for keywords directly, or you can search for mesh terms to add to your search. An important thing to keep in mind when you're searching here is that Ovid Medline will look for exactly what you type and only what you type. If you type in a phrase, the database will treat that as an exact phrase even without you having to use quotation marks, but it's a good idea to put phrases in quotation marks anyway to keep yourself organized. Ovid also treats Boolean operators and other commonly used words as stop words, meaning the inclusion of these words makes Ovid stop the phrase search. Using quotation marks avoids these problems. Let's look for salivary gland carcinoma as an example. Underneath the search bar, you can see there is a box checked for a map term to subject heading. If we leave that checked and click Search, Ovid Medline will search the list of mesh terms that are most likely to match the keywords that we entered. From this screen, we can select to use one of the mesh terms and explode it or not, which means looking for every term under this mesh term in its tree. Today, though, we're just going to focus on keyword searches, so we'll click back to go back to the search page. To search this query as a keyword, we'll uncheck that map box. Before we click search, though, we have to tell Ovid where we want to look for these keywords by adding a code to the end of the search terms to designate the search field. When you're doing a keyword search, the best search field code to use is MP. You can think of MP as standing for multiple places, like the title, abstract, author-supplied keywords, and etc. This is like using the TW or text word search in PubMed. To search in multiple places, let's put parentheses around the search query we've entered, add .mp to the end of the query, and then click search. Our query will appear above in the search history, and the results will load below. You can also use Boolean operators in your query, which are the words and, or, and not. Let's look for articles that discuss anti-androgen therapies for salivary duct carcinoma. We'll type in anti-androgen and salivary duct carcinoma, end with .mp, then click search. When you're thinking of ways that authors might describe a concept, it's usually a good bet that some authors will use compound words with and without a hyphen. Let's look for anti-androgen as one word in addition to the hyphenated version. We'll put both of those keywords in another set of parentheses, with the word or in between them to find either or, then and salivary duct carcinoma, .mp. Click search, and you can see that we found a few more results that way. But there are lots more ways to describe this concept of salivary duct carcinoma. Authors may use words like salivary ducts, salivary glands, cancer, carcinoma, neoplasm, and neoplasia to describe the same thing. Instead of trying to think of every possible phrase for our search query, we can use something called proximity searching instead. Proximity searching looks for a word or phrase in the vicinity of another word or phrase in the text of the Ovid MEDLINE record. This means that we could look for the word salivary and the word carcinoma within a few words of each other, which would capture both articles where the authors say salivary duct carcinoma and where they say salivary gland carcinoma instead. To do this, connect the two words with the proximity operator ADJ and the number of words you'll want to search in between them, in this case 3. A good place to start is ADJ3, which will find salivary and carcinoma in a sentence with up to 3 words in between. So we type in parentheses salivary ADJ3 carcinoma, end parentheses .mp. And click search. The real strength of proximity searching is that you can also use Boolean operators to search for any number of words describing two concepts. So we could look for the word salivary within 3 words of lots of different words, like carcinoma, cancer, neoplasm, or neoplasia, by using a second set of parentheses. So we open our one set of parentheses, type in salivary ADJ3, start a new set of parentheses for carcinoma or cancer or neoplasm or neoplasia, end both sets of parentheses, so that's 2, .mp. And click search. This means we'll find records that have the word salivary within 3 words of any of those other words that are in this set of parentheses. And we saved a lot of time and effort trying to think of all the ways this concept might be described as an exact phrase. This will find phrases like salivary gland neoplasms, cancer of the salivary ducts, salivary duct carcinoma, and more. And as you can see, each time we expand the search with more keywords, we find more results. Finally, one last trick, using a wildcard operator, which is an asterisk, to find variations of words. If we add an asterisk to the end of cancer, we'll find the word cancer, but also the word cancers, cancerous, etc. We can add an asterisk to any word here with variations that might be helpful for us, like carcinoma, cancer, and neoplasm, and click search to find even more results. Let's put this new expanded search for salivary cancers together with the search for anti-androgen therapies that we tried above. For this, you'll open a new set of parentheses, paste in the set of parentheses with the anti-androgen keywords, type the Boolean operator and, then paste the parentheses with the salivary cancers. Close this last set of parentheses, add a .mp. And click search. The first time we tried searching for this, we found 6 articles. Now that we've expanded the search, we found 17 articles. You can expand this even further by listing out specific anti-androgen therapies as well, but we're going to stop here for today. Now let's talk about accessing articles. Accessing articles is easy. Just look for the Find at Emory button next to the search result entry, here, or next to the full record, here, Find at Emory. Clicking the Find at Emory button opens a new window and locates the record in our catalog, giving you options to view the full text online, request a PDF scan of the paper article from the Library Service Center, or request the article through interlibrary loan if we don't have access to it. Ovid MEDLINE is a powerful searching tool where you can take advantage of features like proximity searching to find more articles that are relevant to your topic. Just like in any other database, you can also use Boolean operators and wildcards to enhance your search. If you're interested in learning more about this database or any of our library resources, please reach out to Ask Us on the library's website or make an appointment with one of our informationists for help. Thanks for watching.